Yeah. My friendships seem to be based on what I can do for you, homie. The sad fact is, I'm the type of person that would take truth for you, homie. You ever give so much till a motherfucker can't give no more? Give so much of his soul that he feel he can't live no more. What you want from me? You want blood from me? Want another dub from me, money? You wanna drain me of every single motherfucking drop of love from me, money? I can feel the eyes staring at me even when it's dark, even when it's cold. I can feel the lies staring at me even though I'm marked, even though I'm old. Y'all are just some gimme motherfuckers. Take more than any motherfuckers. Never giving back, don't know how to act. Just a bunch of shitty motherfuckers. Gradually night goes on. Gradually life goes on. It's tearing me apart. Never really thought that I'd have to right this wrong. I don't think I'm anti-love. I just think I'm anti-y'all. I just think I'm anti every motherfucker trying to plan my fall. I was never planning to be great. Something that began as a mistake. But me, big and me, mama always told me I should always share what's on the plate.
And just waking up is enough of a struggle today. And most of these phonies that's close to me push me away. But there ain't no weeping, I'm keeping this enemy deep in my veins. 'Cause I know the pain. Ooh.
And just waking up is enough of a struggle. I don't wanna deal with the darkness. Have a motherfucker laid up by himself trying to heal from the conflict. Ever have someone close to you tell you that you really can when you can? I wouldn't know nothing about that bullshit, and that's a stamp of a man. And the same one who blame me, the same one who defame me. Can't make his own cash, can't wipe his own ass like a baby. Everything is past or it's late. Everything is passion and hate. Everything is everything, and I don't think I need to keep a track of the date. Everybody take what I offer. Everybody play like a pauper. The same ones with their hands out be the same ones that hate when I prosper. Trying to be a gentleman of sorts. Trying to be a better man, of course. Trying to settle in and understand that I'ma always be a veteran of loss. What's the physiology of love? What's the physiology of pain? What's the physiology of every single person that was probably getting the rain? I don't like when liberty gets wrong. I don't like when misery gets gone. I can tell all y'all one thing, all y'all gon' miss me when I'm gone.
And just waking up is enough of a struggle today. And most of these phonies that's close to me push me away. But there ain't no weeping, I'm keeping this enemy deep in my veins. 'Cause I know the pain. Ooh.
Way to becoming a college graduate. Wouldn't even stop to talk to the average kid. The type of Latina I'd sit and contemplate marriage with. Fuck the horse and carriage shit, her love was never for hire. Disciplined intellectual beauty's what I desire. Flyer than Selma Hayek or Jennifer Lopez. Everyone told me kicking it to her was hopeless. At first I just thought she didn't mess with broke kids. The thug niggas always talking about how they smoke kids, but the rich sniff coke kids. Got no play, I'm not even interested what her body language would say. Everyone around the way gave up trying to get in it, 'cause didn't matter how good your game was, she wasn't with it. All the block bitches was jealous but wouldn't admit it. Talk shit and deny to everyone that they did it, 'cause they regretted the long list of niggas that they let hit it. And no one ever gave them shit except McDonald's and Diddick. Smoking weed with thoughts of envy whenever they lit it. She spoke intelligently and they bit it, always trying to copy, but when they tried to use her vocab they sounded sloppy. She had a style all her own, respectful and pure. I was sick in the head for her and there wasn't a cure.
Time waits for no man, do not fade.
so brown and beautiful, yet empty and sad. I used to talk to her occasionally, and she was glad that I wasn't just another nigga trying to get in it. So every now and then we'd stop and talk for a minute. I didn't have a gimmick, so the minutes turned to hours. On her birthday, I gave her a poem with flowers. Then I took her out to dinner after her cousin's baby shower. We talked about power to the people and such. We spent more time together, but it was never enough. I never tried to sneak a touch or even cop a feel. I was too interested in keeping it real, perfectly honest and complete. She would always call me cariño and never technique. Bought me a new book to read every 2 or 3 weeks, forever changing the expression of my thoughts when I speak. It was because of her I even deaded all of my freaks. She convinced me to stop hanging out on the streets, to stop robbing and stealing from people like you. Instead I took her out to the Apollo and the Bronx Zoo, Museo del Barrio and the Metropolitan too. Got to the point where I was either with her or my crew. So I decided one day to tell her my feelings was true. I couldn't live without her, so I told her face of my fears. But honey's only response was a face full of tears. She could only sob hysterically, holding me tight. I tried to speak, but she wouldn't stop until I left sight. I felt like a moth who got himself too close to the light. Except I didn't burn, I turned cold after that night.
Don't you know that time waits for no man? And our fate is all planned. I'm blessed just to know you, to be loved and I'm lost just to hold you all that. Can't find a reason why God came between you and I. If I had the chance again, I'd never let you go. Hold tight to your love, 'cause you never know.
I went on with my life, college and my career. Ended up locked up like an animal for a year, where the COs talk to you like they were the overseer. Then I got sent to the hole when my exit was near. At night in my cell, I'd close my eyes and I'd see her, hold her close in my dreams. But when I woke, she disappeared. Just an empty cell until the state gave me parole. In the summer, came back intact and on track. But the fact of the matter is I still felt cold. Even after my mother hugged me crying at home, my real niggas would catch me thinking out of my zone, fucking lots of different women. But I still felt alone, relatively well known around the New York underground. But I kept thinking of her and how we used to be down. The sound of her voice and the beautiful smell of her hair. Though born physically, somehow it was still there. I had to do something because the shit was too much to bear. So I went and visited the building where she used to live. The world looks a lot different after you do a bid. Your way of life done changed, while primitive minds are still stuck in the same game. Like her cousin who was on the corner slinging cocaine, stepped in the lobby and tapped the button next to her last name. Her mom buzzed me up and hugged me up like a mother order, but her facial expression changed when I asked about her daughter.
No man